Hey everyone, we are going to paint a gradient, and for this demonstration I'm using ultramarine blue, a magenta, and a bright yellow, but you can use any color you want. And I'm also going to use a flat 1-inch brush. The larger the brush that you have, the easier it's going to be. Now there's two ways that I'm going to show how to do a gradient. The first is just using water, and the second way is using a retarder. This one is from Golden, and this helps to slow down the drying time of your paint, and it will give you a better chance to make the paint flow, and it will give you more time to make your gradient. So we're going to get started by dipping the paintbrush in the water so it can soak up some water. And then we're going to take some excess water off, tap it off on your paper towel. You don't want your paintbrush to be dripping, but you want it damp, and that will help spread the paint. So we are going to grab some blue, and we're going to start from the top, go all the way from side to side. Grab some more. And you want it to be fairly thick, but not too thick. And you want to go all the way from one side to the other, because if you stop halfway, you'll get something like this, which is fine if that's what you want. But for this purposes, we're going to go all the way, make it a nice smooth swatch of paint. And then we're going to take some of that off, dampen our bristles. I find by just dipping the paintbrush in the water and then tapping off the extra paint helps to preserve the water clean. So we're going to grab some of the magenta, and we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to do a solid line all the way from one end to the other. And then what we're going to do is, my paintbrush is a little dry, so I'm just gonna dip it in a little bit of water, take the extra off, and start bringing some of that magenta into the blue. And just keep going back and forth until that line disappears. What you're doing is bringing the magenta into the blue, and you're bringing the blue into the magenta. If it's still too dry, just add a bit more water, go back and forth, keep going until you lose that line and you have a nice gradient. Now I'm going to clean that brush, and then we're going to grab some of the yellow. And again, I'm going to do the same thing. And this is good if you're doing a sunset or a beach scene. Just do a straight line of yellow like that and slowly bring it into the magenta. Just keep going back and forth until you lose the line and you're happy with it. And then we're going to clean our brush, and we're going to do our next gradient using the retarder. Now you don't need a lot of retarder. It does go a long way, and it will give you more time to spread your colors. It will help the colors spread a little easier. So we're just going to flip this around and start from up here. And same thing, dip our paintbrush in the water, tap most of that off. We're going to grab some blue. I've got a fair bit of blue here. And we're going to grab some of the retarder. And we're going to, again, start from the top. Now you'll notice if you are using retarder that the paint glides a little easier. Just keep going back and forth. Again, you don't want to stop halfway. Just keep going. And then tap some of that off. Clean your brush a little bit. Grab some of the magenta, fair amount. Dip it into the retarder. And we're going to do a straight line of magenta, same way. And now we're going to slowly build the magenta into the blue, going back and forth. And that in turn brings some of the blue into the magenta. Now you'll notice you're going to end up with another color here, which is perfect. That's what you want. Clean the edges a little. And blend that in. So you have a nice smooth gradient. Now we're going to clean our paintbrush again. And we're going to grab some of the yellow. Dip it into the retarder. Do our straight line of yellow. And bring that yellow into the magenta. Go back and forth. Bring some of that magenta down into the yellow. And keep going until you're happy with the result. And just keep going. Clean your brush. Add some more yellow if you want to keep it going a little further down. And there you have a nice transition of 3 different colors of your choice. Hit the subscribe button, like and share, and I will see you in the next video.